short jumping, that paddle wheel bumping, back water keep rolling on past just the same. Oh, back water. All right. Today I'm going to do a 806.3 mile review of my Hemingway fat tire bike cruiser electric horse, and go over a couple things I've noticed in that 800 miles, and then the accessories that I have. First thing is definitely check the nuts and the bolts and the screws, you know, depending on how it came when you assembled it and how you put it together. You got to make sure those haven't loosened up while you've been riding it. I did lose one nut, a little one, on the handlebars here by the front brake. That little screw right there came out, and I had to replace it. I could only find a silver one. I used a black Sharpie. Also, I've noticed my rear tire is very low. I've already ordered another one, and yeah, because of the way I ride, the knobs are getting a little low. You look at that compared to the front. The front's still looking pretty good, but the back's wearing. And also the calipers on the brakes the cables had to be pulled. If you look in my back one, you can see right here, that's how much I've had to stretch it already, right there. See that little bit? And I'm gonna have to pull it more because I've adjusted them on the knobs here, but this is getting a little close. I ride in the dirt a lot and downhill. A lot of times I don't even have this thing in gear. I'm just using gravity to pull me down. Some of the accessories I've done is the basket, some bungee cords, these side mount mirrors. Find them very handy, especially when it's cold and I'm wearing a jacket, because I can see around my jacket easy. I've added a couple lights. Here's a Schwinn wraparound. This here is a disco light. Turns on right there. You can see the light maybe a little bit. It's on right now. I can point that, however, at night. And then these little white disc lights, you just push the button on the back and they turn on. Here's the button. Push that on. It comes on. Let's see if that one you can see. It's kind of right where I'm at. I've added this mount lock here. This here it would take pretty much a grinding wheel to cut. This is a good lock. It'll slow them down for sure. It's a time investment when someone wants to steal your bike. If you got it parked at a bike rack or somewhere, I don't leave it for too long anywhere, but if I have to run into the market or something, and then this just goes right back in there. And then I have a kryptonite lock up here, which with a bolt cutter they could cut, but between the two locks, that'll slow them down. And then of course I like an alarm on this bike, so if anybody walks up to it, it has a little remote on my keys, and just push that, it sets the alarm. And then right there, that means it's set. So now if I walk up to the bike and try to get into the bag, you know, there we go. And if I try to wheel off the bike, it becomes pretty obnoxious the more you mess with it. So with that going off, they gotta shut the alarm off and then cut the two locks off. Hopefully that'll slow them down enough. And then here's that remote again. Let's shut that thing off. Okay. And that's pretty much the exterior. The light came with the bike, but I had to remount it onto the basket once I added the basket. And then inside my big bag here, and the other accessory, I have the bag. I have a few things. I have a pair of gloves because it gets cold where I'm at. Some extra batteries for the lights. Some extra bungee cords. Can never have enough bungee cords. I have a foot pump with a gauge. I have that in case I get a flat tire. We've got some extra hand tools in a baggie here. Some more bigger tools. Need some tools. Camera mount, an extra inner tube in case I get a flat. Got an extra inner tube. So this thing holds a lot. Here's a little tool that Hemingway gave me. I have that in here. And a couple tire levers for getting the tire off the rim without puncturing anything if I do get a flat. So that's what I have inside here, and it fits real nice, you know, and it serves the purpose. Get me down the road with some backup supplies. With the front basket, the bungee cords. I can haul quite a bit on this in this bike, actually. And side pockets for some other personal items. And there you go. So far so good. We're cruising along. And right now we're standing right pretty much at the border of the Iverson movie ranch. I'm in the lower section, and up there would be the upper Iverson movie ranch. And then if I pan to the right real quickly, now I'm looking at the Spawn movie ranch. That's where Charles Manson used to run around. So this is a great place to ride. I enjoy it. And in this area, there's a lot of other areas to ride. Rocky Point, that's a good place to ride. Chatsworth Park, a lot of open horse trails and dirt. Anyways, I enjoy the bike. At 800 miles, everything's going okay. I had one problem with the battery. I broke the battery tip and damaged the inside of the battery plug where you plug into. I had to send the battery to a place to fix the battery, and I had to buy another controller, another charger. So I'll send you the link to where I sent the battery to be repaired. And the charger was purchased through Hemingway, but it took quite a while. Hemingway's a little slow in shipping things, but I guess most electronic bike companies are right now. Seems to be my experience. I just wish they'd give an honest answer. But other than that, I love it. Enjoy. Take care.